Hello guys, there have been recent outbreak of bird flu which has been confirmed in countries such as Cameroon, Gabon, Uganda, Ivory Coast, Benin, among others. This has been confirmed by the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations. So please stay tuned and watch the video to the end as we give you tips on how to prevent this outbreak in your poultry farm. So according to the article released by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, there has been a spread of the avian influenza H5N1, H5N6 and H5N8 in the various countries which we mentioned at the beginning of this video. So for those of you who don't know about what is known as avian influenza, it is also commonly known as bird flu. This is a virus which is commonly spread by wild birds or migratory birds into poultry farms or to domesticated birds. This is spread to domesticated birds through saliva from wild birds and also their feces. As we earlier said at the beginning of this video, this virus, that is the bird flu, has different strains. So it cannot be cured because it is a virus, and the only way to do or option that farmers have, it is to prevent it. So given the fact that there is no treatment or cure to avian influenza according to some test trials carried out by some laboratories around the world, we are going to show to you some common tips on how to eradicate avian influenza or bird flu. Before we talk about the prevention methods, let's see some of the signs and symptoms of avian influenza or bird flu. But please, viewers, do subscribe on our channel in order to encourage us more. To begin, one of the first signs which we can identify of avian influenza in your poultry farm is sudden death. If you notice some of your birds which die suddenly, therefore you might have been contaminated with bird flu. Another signs are diarrhea, swelling face or swelling head, and also droppage of eggs or egg drops, among others. There are other signs and symptoms which avian influenza comes along with, but for now, with these signs which I've mentioned, you can easily determine or detect that your fowls or chicken have been contaminated with bird flu. One of the most devastating issue about bird flu is that the mortality rate is up to 100%. So to begin, the first prevention method is biosecurity measure. Biosecurity measures such as foot baths, hand wash and cloth changing must be maintained consistently. In addition, the movement of people from outside your poultry farm into your poultry farm must be limited. So that is to say, if you were accepting visitors into your farms, now it is high time for you to stop receiving visitors. Another thing to use in order to prevent the outbreak of bird flu in your poultry farm is the use of aloe vera. Aloe vera can be used by inserting it into the water or the drinking water of your chickens. When they consume this aloe vera, it will help them boost their immune system and prevent bird flu from contaminating them easily. So please, viewers, don't bother about how to use aloe vera, because in our next video we are going to show to you how to use aloe vera and apply it to your chicken in order for them to be immunized against avian influenza. So please subscribe to our channel and be updated on our next video. So next thing to do in order to avoid bird flu in your poultry farm, it is to stop the movement of wild birds and rodents or rats into your poultry farm. We have made mention of this in our previous videos, so if you want to know more about this, you can go under our page or in our page and watch other previous videos in order to know how to eradicate rodents and wild birds from entering into your poultry farm. So the next thing to do in order to prevent the outbreak of bird flu into your farm, it is to change your clothes and your shoes before entering into the farm. That is to say, when you go out of the farm or when you come into the farm, make sure that the cloth which you use and the shoe which you use from outside the farm shouldn't get into the farm. Moreover, make sure that you wash your hands before getting in contact with the feet of your chickens. So the next thing to do in order to prevent the outbreak of avian influenza into your poultry farm, it is to secure your feed and water from wildlife contamination. So viewers, these are some of the methods in order for you to prevent the outbreak of bird flu in your poultry farm. So please do subscribe on our channel in order for you to be updated about the next video, which will be more of practicals on how to prevent the outbreak of avian influenza into your poultry farm.